Welcome to the Three Musketeers, the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I'm Jared.
And I'm Emily.
Amanda is not here because she is going to be doing some dining reservation stuff for one of her clients, so she is not able to make it with us tonight. But we're going to be talking about some D23, reveals that they did a couple weeks ago. Emily, I do have a trivia question for you, though. Are you ready to play?
I guess so. I mean, I'm all alone out here, though.
You are, and that's what makes it so much better because you and Amanda can't select two different answers and expect me to not change things up for you. So, okay, Here is the question. What year was Goofy's first appearance in a Disney animated cartoon? Was it 1932, 34, 36, or 38?
Really?
Yes.
You had to do just like 2-year time spans. You couldn't have done like a 32, 45. Well, I don't know. Why did you have to give me a question of dates? This is a challenge for me. I'm not good with dates. If I had to guess, or go with one that just sounds like it would be right, I would say 32.
Okay. Why does that sound right to you?
I don't know. 32 just stuck out in my head.
Just
but
because
I
it's the
really
first
have
one?
no clue. Yep. I feel like his first appearance was longer ago than I would have imagined it was. So all of those dates sound really early, but I'm going with the earliest one.
I mean, all 1930s. So,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you are correct. It was 1932.
See, I knew it was standing out for some reason.
So, fun fact, it was 2 years before Donald Duck appeared. Donald Duck's first appearance was in 1934 in an animated cartoon. He was in comic strips beforehand. But the Goofy that we got in 1932 on his first appearance was not actually named Goofy. It was named Dippy Dog, which I think
Yeah,
we've
I do
covered
remember
before
that.
on the
Yes.
podcast.
Yes, I do remember that. I actually did not realize that Goofy made an appearance before Donald, though. That's a fun fact.
Yeah, so very fun. You got it. I'm very upset, but I'm kind of proud at the same time.
Yep, I knew there was a reason that 32 was sticking out.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about some of the D23. We're not going to go like a deep dive into D23 because they just announced so much stuff at
Yeah, they
D23.
did.
So, obviously, we got a lot of Marvel stuff. We got some Star Wars stuff. We got, just all of the above. Also, did you see the Figment pen that came from D23, the limited edition Figment pen?
No,
I
I'm going to
believe I
have to go
sent
and
it to
look at
you. Yeah,
that.
go look at it. It's very cute. I do want one. Last time I checked, they were going for about $1,000 on eBay.
Okay, yes, I did see this. You did send it to me because you made the point of they're going for $1,000 on eBay.
Yeah. I
And
think they
that's
have
crazy.
kind of lost that value. I don't think people are buying them at $1,000, but people were asking for them. So I think the value is coming down a little bit now. I haven't checked in a while, but the pen is very cute, and I would like one. So if anybody wants to buy me one, feel free. I can get you an address that you can send it to me.
Oh, no.
All right, let's talk about a couple things. So, on this article that we're going to read from, it's from CNBC. They only have three particular things that they really talked about in this article that was announced at D23. We have the Blue Sky Project, which is supposed to be like behind Big Thunder Mountain area. There's also the Disney Treasure, which is the sixth Disney cruise ship in their fleet, and also a very interesting meet and greet that's coming up, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. First, let's talk about the Big Thunder Mountain, the Blue Sky project. This is really interesting. We did get like some hints of different parks in Orlando getting some, some new stuff. So I'm really excited about some of the stuff that they have going on, specifically in Magic Kingdom behind Big Thunder Mountain. They're talking about possibly putting in either a Coco or an Encanto location.
Yeah,
Damaro also talked about Magic Kingdom possibly being overrun by Disney villains.
which would be awesome.
That
I
would be very
mean,
cool. I think a lot of people have
yeah,
waited a
so
long time for Disney villains to be like a mainstay in the parks.
that's what I was going to say as well. People have wanted a villain's park or a villain's area of the parks for a long, long time. And I think Disney hears that. And so they're wanting to do that to please the fans, I guess. But the whole thing with the Big Sky project are there are things that have not come to fruition, and we don't even know if they will. They're just ideas and projects that are like being talked about and are being seriously considered and kind of in the works, but there's nothing about them that's confirmed. So it's basically they're getting us excited, trying, in my opinion, I think that they're trying to like feel out the fans and see which ones people are talking about the most and are the most excited about to figure out which ones they should run with, and that's why they gave us so many options, I guess. That's what I think at least. So I feel like we could get Encanto or Coco or back there in that area behind Big Thunder, possibly the villains land. And
Yeah,
I heard that at D23, whenever that was announced, people went crazy. Like, I actually watched a video where that was announced. The reaction of the crowd was insane. And I really think that, well, at least I hope that Disney feeds off of that and hears what the people have been saying for years and hears how that reaction was. And they do what the fans really want, which is villains.
yeah. I mean, I will say this. I do think Disney is listening to the podcast because we have covered all of these before.
I
We've
know.
covered the villains. We have covered the Coco area, and the only one I think we haven't really covered specifically is Encanto, but that's just because it's so
Mm-hmm.
fresh. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's definitely really new.
I would love to see either Coco or villains, but
Yeah.
Encanto would be really cool too.
Encanto would be cool. I just like out of all of them, obviously villains to
Villains
me,
to me as well. Yeah,
but I think Coco, they could do something really, really cool with that. And honestly, if they just did like a smaller Coco area, just like a Coco ride, and they made like kind of like how the Mexico Pavilion looks like outside, but really it's inside. I feel like they could do something similar and make it really beautiful with all the colors and everything. But I don't know. I just hope that this at least one of these projects actually is seen through.
yeah, I would agree with that because I mean there have been a lot of things that we've gotten revealed over the years that just has never come. So hopefully
Yes.
one of the two ends up at the parks. I'd
Yes.
perfectly be okay with all three of them. In all honesty, I guess
I
my
know.
question is, where did they buy land recently? They acquired some land. Where was it? I can't remember exactly where it was. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember either. I do remember that we talked about it on one of our past episodes because we
Yes.
imagined like if it was going to be a new park, what it would be. But I don't remember where, honestly. But I know that they have a ton of extra land and especially apparently land behind Big Thunder that has space for a whole section of a park.
Yeah. I'm just curious if they're revealing all all of these and maybe we get multiple.
I don't know.
Could be
I
possible.
think
Probably
between the
not,
magic,
but
yeah, I don't know, wishful thinking, but I think between the Magic Kingdom, possibilities, and then I know we're gonna have another episode where we specifically dive into the Animal Kingdom possibilities, but between those 2, if they end up doing one in each park, I think they're gonna have their hands full.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the sixth Disney cruise ship, and it's going to be called the Disney Treasure, and it celebrates Walt Disney's love of adventure. I'm kind of surprised that we're getting another one so soon after the Disney Wish.
I know. Well, I mean, I can't remember if there was a date that it's expected to be open. I don't think so, but I know
Not
cruise
yet.
ships take years and years and years to build, so I guess their idea is that by the time it's finished, the newness of the Wish is gonna have worn off, and it's gonna be time for something new and exciting.
I mean, that would make sense, I guess.
Yeah, but
Let's.
I think it sounds really cool, like, I like that it says the Great Hall is gonna be inspired by Aladdin, which I think would be really cool, especially since most of the cruise ships are all, like, very princess themed, and to me, I know Jasmine will be in there, but, like, Aladdin's a little less princessy.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that aspect of it, but yeah, I'm still really excited. I still want to go on the Wish. I have not been on a
Me
Disney
too.
cruise. Emily, you have when you were younger, right?
Yes, I was, like,
And
13, so it's been a while.
and our sister Amanda has gone on one. So I am the only
Yeah.
of the bunch that has not been on a Disney cruise, but I would like to go.
Yep.
I
I
think
know,
Disney
I'd like to
Wish
go
would
on
probably
another
be
one.
mine that I would want to go on first.
Yeah. The Wish looks amazing. I mean, they all look amazing, honestly. But I know that Disney also is gonna be opening their new island at some point soon. I know they've announced it before and they've talked about it. It's in the Bahamas and it's gonna be called Lighthouse Point.
Yeah.
But I guess they talked about it some more at D23 and are just kinda trying to get some more excitement around it. And I mean, I'd be excited about it because Castaway Key is supposed to be amazing. Well, I've been to it, but it's been a long time. But from all the videos I've been seeing recently and pictures and stuff, it looks amazing. So I have high hopes for this one.
Yeah, me too. It's also supposed to be like a high percentage of solar power used
Yeah,
for this location. So that's
90%.
yeah, so that's really interesting as well to see
Yeah,
how well that works.
I know. I'm curious about it. I know with an island, like I know Castaway Key, I don't think they have, I mean, obviously they're cooking and things like that, but there's not a ton of like indoor things. So I feel like they could do it because I just feel like they don't have to power like a hotel or anything.
All right, let's move on to the meet and greets because this one I'm really excited about. So there's two that this article talks about specifically. One of them is Hulk, and I think that's very fun. I'm really excited to see Hulk in the parks. I know that they're doing some Avengers stuff in Disneyland, which is awesome. I saw
Mhm.
a video of the zombie Captain America, and that looks like so much fun.
Yeah. It's very cool. And the Hulk from what I've seen is specifically going to be in Disneyland at the Marvel area.
Yes,
And yeah, so I think that that'll be really cool. That doesn't affect us Disney World goers quite as much, but
not as much, but yeah.
maybe we'll make it out to Disneyland.
I mean, I still do. I've never been. You've actually been, so
I haven't. I really love Disneyland. Like I would go back in a heartbeat.
yeah. I always hear great things, and I always plan on going, and I just never do.
It'll happen someday.
But I will say this next character meet and greet might bring me out there, and it's the Mandalorian and Grogu, and they're going to be in Galaxy's Edge, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, very cool. I'm
For
very curious to
Grogu, for those of
see.
you who don't know, is Baby Yoda. I
Baby Yoda. Yeah,
I
Baby Yoda.
refuse to use that term, but Grogu is his actual name.
Yes. And I'm very curious to see what his animatronic's going to look like. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's Disney. It's going to be great.
oh, it's going to be great. I'm just curious to see how great.
Very good. I can only assume.
Yeah, me too.
No,
It's going to be cool.
I'm really excited about all of these. I mean, as a Disney park goer, you're always interested in meet and greets. Whenever you can see the
Yeah.
characters in the park, even if you're not going and getting the autographs and stuff like that, it's still fun to see them and watch them interact with people who are, in the streets and doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I'm surprised you didn't mention this one because Figment is returning. His meet and greet is returning to Epcot soon.
I know, and I'm so excited. I am
I've never
very
met
excited.
Figment before.
I think I have a long time ago.
I don't think I ever have, not that I can recall, and I would really like to.
Yeah, no, I am all about it. Yeah. Whenever I saw that, I was very excited.
Yeah, so that's fun. I know a lot of people are excited about that, which is just funny to me because he has such a like cult following
He does.
and he's just a big purple dragon.
I know, but an amazing purple dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that meet and greet is going to be miles long whenever it first opens up.
I think so too.
Like I think nothing else in Epcot other than like Cosmic Rewind is going to have lines. Cuz
Probably so.
there's going to be those people who have been wanting Figment to return as a meet and greet in Epcot, and it's just going to draw them all in for that first opening day.
Yep, I agree.
So it's going to be very cool. It's going to be very fun to watch all the videos of people standing in line to meet Figment. I mean, the same thing with the Mandalorian and Grogu too, I think, and the Hulk. I think
Yeah,
the
I think
Hulk's
so.
going to get a big big line too.
I think so too, because the Hulk has like a different kind of following as well,
Yeah,
like people who aren't just Disney fans. So I think that's going to be a big one.
yeah, very much so. I feel like Hulk is going to be very similar to Ralph in the Wreck-It Ralph meet and greet, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, all right. Well, that's going to do it for everything that we have planned. Was there anything else in D23 that you saw that you're really excited about?
Actually, yes. And it's pretty simple, but it's the Hatbox Ghost because
Oh,
he's coming
yes.
to the Haunted Mansion at Disney World. He is a fan favorite at Disneyland,
He is.
and people are obsessed with him and have been wanting him to come to Disney World for forever, and now he's coming. Sometime
Yes.
next year, apparently. They didn't give a specific date.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. I think that, getting that character within the ride is going to be great. People are going to be
Yeah,
very excited about it.
I think so too. And I love Haunted Mansion, so I'm excited.
Yeah. I love Haunted Mansion just as much as you do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'd like to promote our YouTube. Please go and follow the link to that. You can find it at bit.ly/T3M YouTube. That is all lowercase. Again, that link is bit.ly/T3M YouTube. You can find us on social media by searching at T3M Podcast. If you love the show, tell your family and friends where they can find us. And we only grow because of you spreading the word at home.
Be sure to subscribe to the show and join us every other Thursday to hear our newest episode.
All right. Well, that does it for this episode. Thank you all for listening. You can also be a part of the magic by following the show at T3M Podcast on all social media platforms. That's T3M Podcast. Leave us a 5-star written review and we'll read it on an upcoming episode. If you have an announcement that you would like to have on the show or just want to reach out to us, you can send us an email at t3mpodcast@gmail.com.
Have a zippity doo dah day.
And see you real soon.